Welcome back to my channel, Coin Value Hunter. Today, we're going to talk about a coin that looks completely ordinary, something you might even have in your pocket right now, but its story is far more fascinating than you could ever imagine. This is the 1998 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it's just 1 cent, the smallest denomination in U.S. currency, something most people ignore, drop, or spend without a second thought. But what if I told you that this tiny coin carries over a century of history, and in some rare cases, it could actually be worth far more than its face value? Let's go back in time. The story of the Lincoln penny begins in 1909, a historic year for the United States. For the first time ever, a real person appeared on a circulating U.S. coin, and that person was Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln wasn't just any president. He was the leader who guided the nation through the Civil War, preserved the Union, and ended slavery. To honor his 100th birthday, the U.S. Mint made a bold decision to place his portrait on the 1 cent coin. And just like that, the Lincoln penny was born. Fast forward to 1998. The coin you're looking at today was minted nearly 90 years after the original Lincoln design. This particular coin was struck at the Denver Mint, which is why you'll notice a small D mint mark just below the date. By this time, the composition of the penny had already changed. Originally, pennies were made mostly of copper. But in 1982, due to rising costs, the U.S. Mint switched to a zinc core with a thin copper plating. So your 1998 penny is actually mostly zinc, with a copper outer layer. Still sounds pretty ordinary, right? Well, here's where things get interesting. Some 1998 pennies were struck with a subtle but very important variation, something collectors call the wide AM error. Now look closely at the word America on the back of the coin. On most pennies, the letters A and M are very close together. But on rare versions, there is a noticeable gap between them. That's what we call the wide AM. It might seem like a tiny detail, but in the world of coin collecting, small details can mean big money. A 1998 wide AM penny, especially in excellent condition, can be worth far more than just 1 cent. Sometimes tens of dollars, sometimes even hundreds, depending on its grade. And that's what makes coin collecting so exciting. The idea that something so small, so common, could turn out to be valuable. It's like holding a hidden treasure in your hand. But here's the thing. Not every 1998 penny is rare. In fact, millions were produced. So what separates an ordinary coin from a valuable one? Condition, mint mark, and most importantly, errors. Collectors look for coins that are in near-perfect condition, with sharp details and minimal wear. They also search for unusual features, like doubling off-center strikes, or design variations like the wide AM. Imagine finding one of these coins in your change. A coin that most people would spend without thinking. But you decided to take a closer look. And suddenly, you realize it's something special. That's the thrill. That's the hunt. That's the magic of coin collecting. And beyond the value, there's history. Every coin tells a story. This penny carries the legacy of Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of freedom, unity, and resilience. It has passed through countless hands, across cities, states, maybe even countries. And now, it might be in yours. So the next time you see a penny, don't ignore it. Don't just spend it. Take a moment. Look closely. Because you never know. You might be holding something rare, something valuable, or at the very least, a small piece of history. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Because who knows? The next coin we talk about might be the one that changes everything. Until next time, keep checking your pocket change and stay curious.